What happens when a driver denies a crash that is documented on camera on a vehicle and confirmed by an independent witness? This encounter sits at the intersection of Florida traffic law, federal constitutional protections, and the evidentiary standards that govern probable cause.
Palm Coast Parkway and clipped the front of my truck and just kept driving. And I'm like, what the hell, and I'm flashing my lights and it's like they didn't even realize they hit me. And so I was following them down the parkway. I flashed my beams a few times. They're swerving all over the road. They about hit a Volkswagen next to them. They hit the curb. They went off the road a few times, and they just wouldn't stop. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Pull over! You just freaking hit me, And then I think they must have noticed I was behind them because I'm flashing my lights a few times, and they turned left into the Kohl's parking lot. And they kind of slowed down. I thought they were going to stop, and I was behind them, and then they just started going again. They turned left, came out over here, by, I guess, the CVS exit by the McDonald's, went south on Belterre, and just kept driving, and I was on 911, the whole time, and she told me to stop following them, Did you guys find them? You find the car?
No, we're coming to find you first to see what's going on.
Well, they were going south down Belterre about a half an hour ago now.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody went to look for them?
No. There's a ton of stuff going on. You can't be everywhere at the same time.
The guy hit another car, and he's all over the road. I thought that would be kind of a priority, a drunk driver. I gave her the plate number. I took a picture of the back of the car with the license plate.
Did you see who was operating the vehicle?
It looked like maybe a woman. They had long hair. That's the car right there. They came across at the Old Kings intersection.
Would you be able to identify her if I showed you a picture?
I think so. Yeah, there's another person in the passenger seat, and there's a little dog in the car, too. They just kept driving. They hit a white Volkswagen, too. I don't know what happened to that guy, but I'm sure. Did you get another call for someone else that got hit? Jesus. The guy's all over the road. They hit me at the intersection. I was stopped at the red light of Old Kings and the Parkway. And I just...
Which light was that on?
I was heading west on the Parkway. I was all the way in the left lane. I left Wawa there, came left lane, and they came from kind of like the light turned green. I just started to go. They already had momentum. They just came, they cut right in front of me, bam, hit the front of my truck, and just got right in the lane right in front of me. And I just started following them. I don't even think they noticed, honestly, that they hit me. They were definitely hammered or under the influence of something because they were all over the road.
Well, when they stopped in Kohl's, did they have any business there, or did it look like they were trying to lose you?
I think they were trying to lose me because, I flashed my high beams half dozen times at them down the parkway, hey, pull over already, you hit me, They came across me like this, boom, dragged across me and just got in front of me and just kept driving. They did all that, and then they scuffed. I just put those 22s on just a week ago. Literally just made the first payment on this truck. Sick to my stomach.
And if it comes to it, would you like to pursue the possibility of criminal charges against the other person?
I want them to fix my truck, so whatever that takes, I don't feel like I should be responsible for it, I think they will have criminal charges. They're completely wasted. There's nobody that drives like that even halfway sober, They were all over the road. They went completely off the parkway. I thought they were going to go all the way down into the ditch for a minute.
If a crime did occur, would you want to pursue the possibility of criminal charges?
She needs to be taught her lesson.
Okay.
I got arrested before for doing some dumb shit, and, I got taught my lesson.
Hi, good evening, Deputy Finn, Flagler County.
Hi,
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Pamela Abernathy.
Pamela, can you get Teresa for me?
What's going on?
We'll explain everything when she's out. Hi, good evening, Deputy Finn, Flagler County. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
What's happening? You know why we're here today?
No.
Okay. We're here about a crash involving your vehicle today.
A crash?
Yeah. You can hang out here for me.
No, I'm looking at my vehicle. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Okay. What were you doing around 8:30 today? Where were you coming from?
8:30 this morning.
No, this evening.
As on my way.
Okay. Right, so whereabouts were you driving? Where were you coming from before you came
Probably
home?
if we came from the park, so maybe Cypress Point?
Which park did you come from?
Not waterfront, but just past, like, where European Village is. There's a...
Okay, so who were you with,
Huh?
You said we. Who were you with?
My boyfriend.
Okay. And then you took Palm Coast Parkway westbound to, you said, Cypress
No, we
Point?
take it, like, up just past old... I'm not familiar with it. Ask my mom. I'm trying to think all the roads.
You have your license, registration, insurance? And is your boyfriend here?
Yeah.
Can you get him for me too, please?
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, were you driving or was he driving?
I was driving.
You were driving, and you were coming from that park.
Yes.
Was it just you and him, or was there anybody
Yeah,
else?
the
Any animal?
doggy.
Oh, the dog. Okay.
Yeah.
You, him, the dog. Where was he sitting in the vehicle?
In the passenger seat.
Passenger seat. So, do you recall the incident in which we're talking about?
No, you're talking about an accident, and I'm sitting here looking around like,
Don't
what
touch
are you...
anything, but you've got
No.
significant damage on your motor vehicle. That's pretty significant.
That's been there.
That's been there since when?
Since before I even got the vehicle from him.
Okay, and how long have you had the vehicle?
I got it in... Let's see, we started dating, so... Was it November or December?
Of 2025?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's...
Don't
even-
touch anything. Just
No,
don't touch it.
There's that, and I said, well, what happened? And he was like, well, I got sideswiped, and... Yeah,
Okay.
that's... If there was an accident, I think I would remember it.
Mind if I sit down?
Let's just go to the car. So, where did you get this car from?
What's that?
This was your car prior to giving it to her?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And was there any damage on this car?
Yes, there was.
Where?
Huh?
Where?
On the rear fucking...
Just on the rear bumper, that crack?
Yeah.
Okay. Was there any other damage notable
Scratches. Yeah.
on this side?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about the other side? Any scratches or no?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, no scratches on the other side that you know of. Just some scratches here.
I mean, there was, just minor.
Just minor stuff.
It's a freaking older car.
Okay.
You know? I'm not sure what you're...
So where was the damage that you remembered?
Well, can you turn your flashlight on? So
Just tell me in generalities where that damage was that you remembered.
Okay. There was some scratches over here. And there was some scratches over here. There was a crack in the fucking bumper.
And what color are the scratches?
There was 2 grays and I think 1 blue.
So, was this damage there before?
That blue?
Yeah. Yeah, this was... When did this get on the vehicle?
Before I got it.
Before you got the car.
Yeah.
So this scratch was on there since you got the car, and since you got the car before her, it's been on there since before she got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure shit out right now.
Yep.
And I'm trying to fucking understand why you guys are here. I don't to what you know, see, there's nothing.
So why would she get into any particular situation? Why is that of concern for you? When someone tells me that indicates...
She was the driver.
Yeah. So when somebody tells me that indicates there's some truth that you're not telling me with the potential concern that it may harm her.
It's not the potential truth. It's the God's honest fucking truth.
Okay.
Right? And there's nothing that's I just don't get it.
Yeah, this vehicle was in an accident. This vehicle struck another vehicle today. It is on camera, it striking another vehicle. Okay. There's also pictures of the vehicle. And we also have pictures of this vehicle since there was the invention of cameras. And we can see what damage was on the vehicle and what's not. And my concern is that we're here investigating a crash, and this is an official investigation because we are law enforcement investigating a crash as we identified to you. And my concern is the truth. And lying in an official investigation is a crime.
So, do I need to call a fucking attorney? Am I under arrest?
I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble, as I clearly explained before. Crashes are civil in nature, okay? It's a crash. So this vehicle was obviously in a crash, okay? We are trying to conduct a crash investigation for the insurance to take care of, or for you guys to take care of on a civil level. Okay, we are looking for the truth.
So why don't you talk to her?
Because you were in the car. We're talking to both people. Both people were in the car. So, would you like to change your story at all?
Did I feel anything?
I don't.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Just because you personally didn't feel anything doesn't mean that the vehicle still didn't collide with something.
It does look like there's a fucking... Yes. It looks like there's a little bit of fucking shit on the side.
So
that was not there.
Okay, so it looks like there's some new stuff on there that wasn't there before.
Yes.
Perfect.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. I apologize.
Okay.
There was a little blue back here.
Let's not touch it. Because that just wiped off the fresh blue.
Sorry. I apologize.
Yeah. All that blue is fresh.
That looks like, yeah. I wasn't there. I mean, I was there, but I didn't fuck. I wasn't.
So, I don't know how well the light was showing when you were over here looking at it to get your ID, but all this is the damage that you were saying was there
Yes.
prior to today?
Yeah, there were scratches on the car. I didn't care. I didn't.
So all the blue marks and scuffs and everything, that was all there 2 months ago when you bought the car?
Yeah. Because there's also this crack there. Because I was asking, and we had to get the brakes and the wheel hub on the passenger side fixed, and
when's the last time you took the car to a car wash or anything?
well, let's see, like Prentice Park last weekend, so probably maybe a month. Alright.
You're not under arrest or anything at this time, but I do have something to read to you, alright? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to an attorney and have him or her... Again, like I said, you're under arrest at this time, but I want to make you aware that lying during a crash investigation is a criminal offense. Okay?
But what?
So,
crash?
what crash? So,
Like there's...
you realize that the city of Palm Coast is very well surveilled, and we have cameras at almost all intersections, and license plate readers, and access to cameras everywhere.
So I think I would feel a crash, and
I mean,
I would stop.
I would think so too. But I would more so think that if you had this
And
damage
no one
prior,
will
you would
flash.
know that this damage was here. Okay? So,
I'm just saying there was no one flashed their lights at me. No one.
okay. And right now, I'm more concerned about the fact that you're saying that there was
And there were-
or that there was all this damage on the car 2 months ago when you
There
purchased
was
it.
damage on the car. Yes, I'm not. I can't say it was exactly
Listen,
everything.
this is
but
very substantial damage. I mean, anybody would know that this damage was on the car if this was here. I mean,
yes, there were all these scratches, and there's some on the hood too.
okay,
like,
but I'm not worried about the hood. I'm talking about right here specifically. All these blue lines and wiping off all the what do you call it, pollen on the car and everything else. All this damage was not here 2 months ago.
Oh, I think it was because I asked about it, and I said, "What does it? Is there something that I need to know about? And that we already discussed the wheel hub, the brakes, and so I wanted to make sure there was nothing else because I know there's a fuel filter. Maybe I gotta replace.
Okay, I don't care about the internal components of the vehicle. I am talking about this damage right here on the driver's side of the car. All of these blue streaks and everything else that was not here 2 months ago, not even here a week ago.
I seen the damage, so I seen the streaks. I guess I just didn't pay enough attention to it or whatever, but
You seen the streaks
I
when?
know if there was an accident, I would have stopped and...
I mean, I would hope so, but
No, I would have. I've
but you
been
didn't.
hit by a semi. Believe me, I would have fucking stopped.
So again, with it in mind that lying during a crash investigation is a crime, you're still maintaining that all of this damage was here before today.
I'm saying there was damage there before today.
No,
yes.
No, all of this damage. I'm not asking if there was a scratch anywhere on the car. I'm asking if all of this substantial blue
I'm telling you, I
marking
didn't sit there
and
and
everything else.
there was damage on the car before I bought it. Yes.
Okay. I'm asking you specifically about all of this
I
damage. I
can't
mean,
sit
I can
there-
easily say, yeah, there was damage on my car. There's a nick in my windshield. I'm saying, are you
No,
specifically
I
saying that all of this damage
No,
was here?
I'm not specifically saying all of it. I'm saying
Okay.
that when I bought it, there were scratches. There was and the
Sure,
crack
it's an
in the
older car.
back.
There very well may have been some small scratches.
No,
But was there
when I
all
say
of
there
this
were
heavy
streaks,
damage to this?
there was white streaks. I didn't look if it blue, white, whatever.
You've been driving the car for 2 months. You get in on the driver's side of your car every time, right?
I don't pay attention.
You don't pay attention to getting on the driver's side of the car?
No, I mean I get in because it was some stuff was already there, so I just get in. I drive to St. Augustine. I go to my laundry attendant and. But I know if there was an accident and someone flashing their lights, I would have damn stopped. And that's what you guys are telling me.
Right.
So,
But I'm not even asking you if you were in a crash at this point. I'm asking you
no,
about
but
this
you had
damage
asked me
specifically.
about that earlier, and I gave you my license and everything else like that. I would have freaking stopped, because
So,
Chilly.
I'll explain everything in a minute, but for now, go ahead, put your hands behind your back. Just so you're aware, at this time you are being placed under arrest, okay? Do you have anything on you that hurt, harm, or poke me?
I just have my car keys.
Just the car.
Florida Section 31661 requires any driver involved in a property damage crash to stop immediately and remain at the scene. Departure is a misdemeanor of the second degree. Florida Section 31662 adds a second obligation. The driver must provide name, address, registration, and license to all affected parties before leaving. Failure is a separate offense. Repeated lane departures, curb strikes, and failure to perceive a collision are each recognized behavioral indicators of impaired operation under Florida Section 316.193. These observations made by a civilian witness carry evidentiary weight under the Plainview Doctrine in Horton v. California. Evidence visible from a lawful vantage point requires no warrant to observe, document, or present at trial. Fresh paint transfer is admissible on its face. Florida Section 837.5 makes it a first-degree misdemeanor to knowingly provide false information to a law enforcement officer. Each on-camera warning given before continued questioning is a documented element of the offense. Miranda v. Arizona 1966 requires a complete and uninterrupted rights advisement before custodial interrogation begins. A partial advisement abandoned mid-sentence does not satisfy this constitutional requirement. Thompson v. Keohane 1995 defines custody for Miranda purposes. A person is in custody when a reasonable individual in their position would not feel free to terminate the encounter and leave. Missouri v's. Seibert 2004 addressed fragmented warnings directly. Deliberately incomplete Miranda advisements followed by continued questioning violate the Fifth Amendment regardless of formal arrest status. Illinois v. Gates 1983 holds that probable cause is assessed on the totality of circumstances, not on any single element. Physical evidence, witness testimony, and shifting statements each contribute independently. The Fifth Amendment right to silence, if invoked at the outset, would have barred every subsequent statement from use at trial. That single decision made in the opening moments changed the outcome of this case entirely. 3 questions this footage does not answer. Was a DUI investigation initiated after the arrest? Did the incomplete Miranda advisement affect the prosecution? Were hit-and-run charges filed separately from the false statements charged? Whether this case ends as a minor misdemeanor, a prosecutable felony, or a constitutional challenge depends on answers the Bodycam alone cannot provide.